Welcome to Pioneer Headlines. I'm Mason McCarty. At least 10 tornadoes swept through Tennessee this week as May brought more than flowers to spring. The powerful storms took down tree limbs and caused power outages, including on Vol State's campus. With COVID-19 impacting everyone, many are relieved that everything has begun opening up. But Kaylee Wynn tells us that there is still one place that is closed to the public: nursing homes.
I'm here with a nursing home administrator named Cindy Bruton. We are at a local Nashville long-term care facility. The regulations with nursing homes and long-term care are much more stringent, a lot tighter than with, say, hospitals or doctor's offices. For long-term care, these people live here. This is their home. And part of the regulations for what we had to do during an outbreak, especially, they had to, for several months, all of our residents had to quarantine in their rooms. And that would be a comparison of me in my home having to be in my bedroom for months without coming out to my kitchen or my dining room or my living area, but having to stay in my bedroom. About a month ago, it's been right at a month ago, we were able to do that. We have to watch the positivity rate in Davidson County, and that is, it was on a weekly basis. The state was updating that, and now the federal government, now that the numbers are down, the federal government is issuing that information. It's updated every 2 weeks. So we monitor that, and once Davidson County was down into what's called the yellow zone at about 5%, then we were able, and because we don't have any cases, we were able to go ahead and reopen for visits about a month ago. A family or whoever wants to come can call the facility and schedule a visit. We've set those visits up for Tuesdays and Thursdays of every week, and the family calls and schedules that visit. When they get here, we ask that they get here about 20 minutes prior to their scheduled time, because we do ask, we can't require, but we do ask that they allow us to COVID test them before they enter the building. And so we come out fully geared up, we test them. That takes 15 minutes to get the results, and if they're negative, then they're allowed to come in, and then we do a health screen with them, just like we do everybody. Since mid-March of 2020, everybody who enters the building has to have their temperature checked. We have to have all those, answer all those health screen questions, so they do the very same thing. We have a new machine that you just walk up to now. We've had that for about a week. You just walk up to it. It takes your temperature. You look into a little, touch screen and asks you a bunch of questions, and then it tells you whether or not you're approved for entry. Pretty cool. We're excited about that. So once they're approved for entry, then they go to the back part of the building. Actually, they come in from the back side. They go into an area of the building that's not a patient care area. It's a little sitting area, and we do require that they wear a mask, and the resident wears a mask, and they're still 6 feet apart. And right now, we're still requiring no touching, hugging, that kind of thing, and that's been difficult for families. And I get it. I understand. I'm a touchy-feely person too, but again, we just feel like it's for safety. And at some point in time, as the number, right now Davidson County is still in a yellow zone. Once we go to a green zone, and we've been there for a while, we will reevaluate these requirements in our process and see if we can loosen this a little bit.
COVID has prompted Vol State's library to get creative with accessibility. Madison Pippin shows us how.
I sat down with Becky Frank, the Vol State Library Director, to discuss her and the other staff's role here on campus and how it might affect you.
My job title is the Director of Library Services and Learning Resources. It's a long title, but it basically means that I get to oversee every bit of the library, and with students that means I get to help with instruction, teaching some of the classes if needed, working one-on-one with students when they have research questions, and things like this where I get to just tell people about the library and the amazing resources that we have to offer.
How can the students reach out to get help on campus or online?
We have help available in person and online. The easiest way to get help is to reach out to librarian@volstate.edu, and they can connect you. If you have a specific reference question, we can connect you with sources, or we can give you directions on how to set up a one-on-one meeting with the librarian, or other options that may be reasonable. If you're on campus and you want to just pop into the library, we're open Monday through Friday right now, 8 to 4:30. Monday through Thursday, we're actually open until 8 p.m. So come on by and there will be a smiling face ready to help.
What are the different available study rooms for students on campus?
We have a quiet study area. It is essentially supposed to be a silent study area. There are some Mac computers in there as well if you're looking for a Mac computer. We also have group study rooms. They are socially distanced, so you can have a slightly larger group in there as long as you continue to wear your masks. And we have Zoom booths, which are smaller study spaces just for single individuals who may need to participate in an online discussion group or their Zoom classes, but don't feel that they can do that at home. There is a space here on campus in the library where they can be an active participant in their classes.
Thank you for taking time to meet with me today.
Absolutely.
I'm Madison, here at the Thigpen Library.
In sports, the Nashville Sounds will open at 40% capacity on May 11th and expect to be near full on May 14th with the blessing of the mayor and the health department. The Sounds co-owner says they're thrilled to have baseball back at First Horizon Park. The organization plans to keep modified health and safety measures in place. Now that wraps up this edition of Pioneer Headlines. I'm Mason McCarty. Thanks for watching.